Hello everybody, it is time to play some Minecraft. Man, I tell you guys, I really hope none of you suffer from insomnia, because I've been experiencing a bit of that lately, and it is not pleasant at all. I don't know why my body decides that it refuses to sleep during the night, but an afternoon nap is perfectly fine. It's so weird. But yeah, so I couldn't sleep at all last night, but I managed to take a nap, and I feel kind of okay now. So, anyway. Yeah, not being able to sleep really sucks. So, I've done a lot of stuff, a lot of aesthetic stuff since last time. Built a building around my experience system. I think it looks pretty good. We'll take a closer look at that in a little bit. Changed the layout of this a little bit. There's a stairway here now, and the ladder there is gone. Just so I can fit stuff in a little better. But first, let's talk about these strange bees I have here. I was trying to mention what I was doing with them last episode, but I never quite got around to saying what I was ultimately trying to achieve. So I have these apiaries up here, sort of isolated from everything else, because the bees that I have in here are corrosive, caustic, and acidic. Now, these bees have an attribute on them which does some rather odd stuff to the surrounding terrain. So all of them have the acidic effect, and if you keep up with the people in the Minecraft server, you probably already know what this does, but if you don't, the acidic effect will change. I'm not sure actually what all it does. Maybe it's just these two things. It'll change dirt and grass into sand, and cobblestone, and I assume smooth stone, into gravel. So if you put it in a place where those things have an opportunity to fall, if they change their types, then they're going to kind of make a mess and mess up your terrain. So that's why I have these all the way up here, just so they can't wreck my dirt over here, and any stone that I have below ground. So just breeding those up. And right, the ultimate goal here, which I've actually already gotten, acidic was the bee species I wanted. This was a long breeding chain. Like, to get there from where I was, I had to go through like 7 different bee species. Let's see, what did we do? So first we got viscous, glutinous, and sticky. Those came from, I don't even remember. Where did this come from? Does this tell me? No, this just tells me further mutations. I think viscous was like jungle. It was jungle and something. Jungle and dust. No, that's not what it is. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, these are sort of like jungle bees. Yeah, they take jungle flowers. They have the poison effect, and they produce combs that give you slime balls, or at least some of them do. Then you have malicious, infectious, and one that's still going over here somewhere. What is it? It's virulent. Or actually, it just finished, I think. Yeah, okay. Virulent. So these give you some interesting stuff. They're combs. So here's a venomous comb. Ah, cool. I have 9 of them, so maybe... Well, no, it's only 80%. They give you these venom drops, and those can be squeezed for poison. I don't know what this does. You can put it into capsules and bottles, but none of these have any additional usage. It might be for a mod that I don't actually have here, because Thalmic Bees has some... I think it has some support... Wait, sorry, this is Extra Bees. Okay, well, both of those have some support for mods that are not actually included in the Feed the Beast Ultimate Pack, I think. And that liquid might be for one of those, for all I know. This chest is completely full of drones. Okay, I need a new one. I already made a new one, yes. I don't know why I have more drone species here than princesses. I'm missing a few princesses here. I don't know which species I'm missing. It's pretty hard to, compare this entire diamond chest to this entire diamond chest and figure out which one's here. I pulled out a heroic princess because I wanted to produce some cocoa combs over there. Figure out which ones are missing. But anyway, let's... yeah, that's not the main focus of this episode, just because I see this light on. I'm going to turn it off. The main... Well... There isn't really a main focus of this episode. There's several things we'll be doing. Let's take a closer look at, first, the way I've redecorated this. So, got rid of that ladder, like I mentioned last time. I never really liked it. It was a pretty janky way to get downstairs. This isn't hugely better, but it's at least a little bit better. I had a lot of layout problems, like trying to figure out where I could possibly put in a stairway. This was the best I could do. So I moved my bed over there and just laid out some things a little differently. Forge lexicon's over here. So we just come down this stairway and it goes down to the basement. So that's a pretty decent entrance. It's a little weird here at the bottom and kind of close quarters with some other stuff. It goes right over top this boiler. But I managed to fit it in, and it's okay. And this kind of puts me closer to the things I usually want to get to down here, because there's not much over in this area I need to access frequently. There's a nuclear reactor, but I'm not, as you can tell, it's been out of thorium for a long time, and I haven't been using it. I do have a lot of these. Yeah, again, we should do something with nuclear power. When we have another need for EU, nuclear power is going to be the route I take to get it. But for now, our EU needs are satisfied. As we mentioned before, our MJ needs are not satisfied. That's why we have these here. And basically the reason I moved the ladder was so I could fit another boiler in here for symmetry. 1, 2, 3, 4. And, I guess there's the question of how to fuel that boiler. Maybe that's where our peat bog will come in, because this tank, oh man, that is low. And I have no more oil coming in. This is filling up real quick. Well, we'll have to see how the distillation tower does when we get it up and running. Yeah, this is not running yet. I know I said I was going to get it working off camera. I figured out how to do it, but there's some additional work we need to do first to make that possible. But anyway, all that aside, let's look at the other building that I built since then, and I don't want it to be nighttime when I do that. So yeah, last time we set up that experience system, which was just a floor full of apiaries with explorer bees in them. Now we're going to use it to enchant some books. I've already done a little bit of that, just because, well, okay, I have 263 levels right now, so yeah, I was standing in there doing some stuff for a while. So I used maize stone around the edges. Originally I had these columns made of maize stone, but I had to replace them with crystallizers, and you can probably guess why. It's because of routers. And when I had a few of them replaced with crystallizers, it looked a little out of place, so I thought, well, why not just do them all? So yeah, it was a bit of iron, but it's not too bad. It's less iron than building with iron blocks, because it's only 7 iron per block. So that's not terrible. And yeah, I just have this sort of bullseye pattern of warded glass and silverwood leaves on the ceiling. It's a little weird. Niter for lighting. I like what it does, the pattern of the stuff that's inside down below and up on the roof when you look at it from above. But anyway, let's go in. Another very similar pattern to this, just with rock wool and different colors instead of Minefactory Reloaded bricks. But yeah, so here's your spot. Stand right here. Level goes up at an obscene rate. And you can reach enchanting table, 2 anvils, and 1 router for books, and a fabricator that makes books. So what you do is you take some books here. Oh yeah, and it makes more. I've just filled these up with a lot of leather from my mushroom farm, which is now out of commission. We'll get it going again soon, because we're going to need more leather and actually meat. I'm running out of food. I was just going through my reserves of food and not making any new stuff, but I think this is my last steak. I have a bunch of cooked chickens stored up, but that's only going to last so long. This is just sugar cane that I pulled out of the sugar cane farm, because it actually doesn't need all that to ferment. It has more than enough saplings, so I could probably shut down that sugar cane farm. But anyway, let's stop talking about that and actually use this system. So what you do here is you enchant a book. Yes. So let me show you guys. Repair books do exist. I got this one. So you put a book in here, and this router is supposed to insert it into one of these barrels, which I have labeled with that stuff. And yeah, that's why we need these crystallizers. So there's some furnace piping down here, really just 2 furnaces, because apiaries have inventories, and it goes through them. But yeah, this has a machine filter, only insert into barrel, and yeah, so that goes into any of these barrels that can take it. And let's see, there's another furnace pipe down here somewhere, I think. I forget exactly where. I think it's under this barrel? Yeah, sure is. So anyway, so we have 2 sides here for... Man, that gets so loud when you're high level. 2 sides here for barrels, because one side wasn't doing it. I'm not sure. I think this will be enough space. I don't know how many enchants you can get. But yeah, so... You put a book in here. If it disappears from that inventory, great, it went into a barrel. If it didn't, then that means we need a new barrel. So I put in a new barrel every time I get a new enchant, just because thoroughness doesn't work. So you'd get multiple barrels with the same book in it if you had them in already. But anyway, we just plunk that there, and now this has repair 2 in it. Then I can label it. And I'm going to have to redo these signs once I get the barrels up top, but that's fine. So let's just do that a few times. So book. So, hey, look, another one! Wow! What are the chances? Okay, protection 3, haste 2, and I can just do this a whole lot. I mean, I can only do it... Oh, cool, infinity. Only do it at this speed for so long, because then I'll run out of levels. And it takes about 4 seconds to level back up to 30 after I've been down a bit. It all comes in one big lump after I've logged out. When I first put in the bees, they were all going at different... in a different phase. Okay, yeah, this is still really quick. So they weren't all giving me their experience at once. But now, yeah, I just went from level 1 to 22 in one bee tick. So that's crazy. Alright, so that's about enough of this. I don't have a place to put these books, so I'll just stick them in here. And I'm going to be at pretty high level by the time we're done with this. So let's... Oh, see, this is still slow. I gave it the speed boost. I don't know why it takes so long. I wish I could make it a little faster. I don't have a haste 2 barrel. Okay, so we need one of those. Yep, haste 2. And yeah, this is very enjoyable in a way to do. You know, it's simple. Okay, so I don't have fire protection 3 either. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I had a ladybug crawling around in my computer. Had to take outside. I always seem to get insects messing with me while I'm recording. It's weird. It'd probably really bug some of you guys, but it's not too bad for me. That's not gonna fit. I'd rather have protection on the second line. I'll fix it when I put a barrel up there. But yeah, let's get through the rest of these. I think most of these probably already have a barrel for them. Not fire protection 4? Really? Okay. Let's do it properly this time. Okay. Projectile protection 4, knockback 2. Yeah, the rest of these almost certainly have barrels. And there we go. So, whenever we need a book to enchant something, we can just come in here, find it with the signs, and pull it out. Then use these anvils to put it where we want. And yeah, that is... I'm very happy with this system. And I'll be using it a lot to enchant all my gear to the max. So actually, it was before I built this thing, but I put efficiency 5 on my advanced diamond drill. Let's see, I have it here. I've been using it a little bit in the nether. I wanted to clear out where my quarry had gone. I had originally set it up a bit, 1 block too low, so it didn't go all the way up to bedrock. Then I changed that later for subsequent parts of the thing. And that was bugging me. You know, I didn't like having one netherrack block at the top for some of the place, but not for the rest of it. But you know, it's way up in the sky, so I can't just use a fast pick and mine it like this, because I'll be floating. And you know, if I use a pick here, it takes a little bit of time. But an efficiency 5 advanced diamond drill is actually fast enough to do that instantly. Plunk! Even when you're floating. So this is like efficiency 8 or something, the equivalent of having it on a pick. So it's extremely fast. Only reason I'm not using this all the time is just because it takes power. And I like to have the pick to last longer in case my jetpack drains, or you know, whatever. But that's a really good tool for if you need to be fast with stuff like that. But anyway, that's sort of straying from the topic. So let's delve into MFFS again. And this is going to be a lot less blundery because I actually took some time to figure out what I needed to do and how this all works. Oh well, how some of it works. We'll be doing a little bit of new stuff with it. But yeah, so the thing I want to use it for is I feel a little bit paranoid when I'm standing in either of these buildings, because those doors are just totally wide open. If I'm facing this way and enchanting stuff, Creeper could sneak up on me real easily and blow this stuff up. I don't think I'd lose too much. The rock wool would protect the apiaries, so in here is not such a huge problem. But in here, we have a lot of high-risk stuff. We have the dragon egg right here, all these machines that are prone to exploding if there's explosions next to them, things like that. So I'd really like to get some sort of protection while I'm in here. So I thought for a little bit about how would I close this off? Like this is kind of a very big doorway, and this one is too. What would be the way to do that? So I thought, well, maybe MFFS would do it. And read the wiki a little bit, figured out what it actually takes to get this set up, and I think I have most of the stuff I need for it. We might have to craft a few things. But yeah, let me show you what I figured out. So we can use the projector. Yeah, that's oriented facing upward. So let's see, we give it some power. We probably won't just use these crystals. We'll have a capacitor, an extractor, and whatever to get it. So this is the wall module. It's different from the cube one we were using before. If I put this in like that and power this on, right, so I also figured out how to use the multi-tool. That sets it to multi-tool mode. This is that in switch mode? No, it's in wrench mode. So in wrench mode, I could just pick this up. It's like an industrial craft wrench, or reorient it. But if I shift right-click, it's now a switch, and I can turn it on. So that, the wall module by default just projects, oops, why did I do that? Just projects one force field block in the way that it's oriented, and I have this facing up. So if we turn this back off and add a focus matrix, so it turns out these do have a use. Let's see, which way is that going to go? That's going to go out this way, isn't it? Yeah. So that adds, each one of those you stack up in there adds a block to the thing. And that's based on this little symbol right here. So if we're looking at it in this orientation, that's going to add a block there. If I put it over here, it's going to add a block over there. And another thing you can do is you can use these, let's see, field modulator strength, which is made with 9 of those, to move it forward or outward from this direction, which is what we will want to do here. So this should go up 2 blocks. Oh, did I leave one in there? I left one there. Okay. But yeah, you can sort of see how that would go. If I put this in here, it doesn't change until I toggle it off and back on again. And there's sort of a weird delay. Oh yeah, long one. But yeah, so you can see what we would do there. So we just lay that out properly. I'm gonna have to make more of these. Let's see. Hang on. Let's turn that off so we don't waste forcisium. Or force energy, whatever it is. So how much space do we need? We need 1, 2. Okay, right. It's 3 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4 tall here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall there. So we need a total of 7 energy. What are they? What's it called? Field modulator strength things. And the other one is you can use these distance field modulators. So if I do that. Now this is up higher. I took the strength one out. Let's put that back so we can show it. So I could put this deep underground. Well, as deep underground as I want to, as number of these I want to make. That was a weird sentence, but you know what I mean. And have it in place just so that the field shows up exactly where I want it, and we don't have to worry about having this thing visible or anything. So we can put this underground, have it powered up. Oops. I wanted the wrench mode. And yeah, that's that. Now, we could have, a switch or a button or pressure plates or something. Probably not, well, can't actually put pressure plates on the outside because those are slabs, to power it off and let me through. But I'm going to try another thing. Apparently the way you're supposed to go through these force fields is with the multi-tool in field teleporter mode. Let's see if we can figure out how to do that. So, from what I read, we need to use this MFFS security station to encode a card. Let's see. So I have a blank card here. Oh boy. Oh boy, how do I do this? Okay, so does that do anything? Hang on. Let's do this. Personal ID and data link coder. So if I right click, success, ID card create. Cool. So now I have an ID card. That's me. Has no rights. So if I put it in here, maybe force field bypass? Here, let's just set all of these to true. Wait, master? Okay. Okay. What the hell? Okay, I don't know what those are. But anyway, so I have a card now, and I want to... Okay, how do I link it with this thing? So you... Oh, stop doing that. Can I just right-click with this? Oh, I probably have to put it in... No. What is that? Hang on. I need to... do I do it like this? Okay, so if I take a card... I have another one here. No, that doesn't do anything. Okay, security station link card. Okay, cool. So good, that's linked to a security station. So let's put our stuff back in. So, oh wait, I need a module. Okay, module there, thingy here, switch mode. You go here. Oh, no, actually I don't want that. I want you and 2 of you. Okay. Oh, why'd that pop out? Where did you come from? I don't know. Maybe that gave the card back to me after... Wait. What? It popped out when I changed the... Huh? Card install... What? Okay. I don't know what's going on. But let's turn this on and see if now I can do this, maybe? No. Power source not support this activity. Wait, no, I didn't have my personal card on me. How about now? Nope. How do I... Alright, I'm missing something. I had this in that slot, briefly, but now I don't anymore. Security station must be active, isn't it? Okay, so I put this in here. Then I do this. Okay, security station, link, card, create. Hang on, let's turn this off first. Maybe it has to be off when you do it. Okay, so you're off. I click here, and it pops right back out. Why does it do that? We definitely had it in there before. What changed? Something is wrong with... Oh. Alright, something's wrong with using the force energy crystal along with this thing. So I guess I have to link this up to a capacitor. Okay. Can I take a... Here we go. MFFS capacitor. I'm going to put you down here. Oh. And power up link. So here, take a card... I don't know. Let's see. This was from when we were playing with it before. Can I just turn it back into... Here we go. Okay, blank card. So I link you with you. Card installed. Okay, so it's still happy. There's your card. And I'm going to put this in... No, can't do it. Can I? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. I see. Good. Okay. So there's your FE. That's in. And now, let's turn it on and see if we can teleport through it. Oh yeah! There we go! Okay, does that use... Okay, let's see, 91... Okay, so that uses 10,000 FE each time I do it. So, as cool as that is, I kind of don't want to have this in my hand every time, and just to get through here. So we know how to do it now, but I'll probably just insert a button and, let's see, or a lever or something. Have this controlled by redstone. I can do that, right? Yeah. So just turn it off, go in, turn it back on, or, have a button to get through. Remind me, if I'm inside this, does this hurt me? Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. All right, cool. So that'll work. I will... Yeah, I have to figure out how to power it. Probably just hook it into the MFSU grid over there in that building. And, yeah, feed it some forcisium, feed the extractor some forcisium, link the extractor to the capacitor, link the capacitor to the projector, or projectors, because I guess I need 2. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we figured out how all that works, and we'll be using some of it in there. But I'm going to set up the rest of that off camera. Just wanted to show the figuring out the details of it. Let me take this all down, and then we'll do another thing. All right, so let's talk about... going to take these things. Let's talk about our distillation tower. So I looked at it a whole lot, scratched my head, tried to figure out what I needed to do to automate this. So as I said last time, cell management is sort of the tricky one. If I were to use BuildCraft, since I see that's full, let's do this while we talk. If I were to use BuildCraft, I would just have a nightmare of managing, you know, overflows and making sure we have the right numbers of cells in places, and, you know, just moving things around would be really, really hard to do. So, what are our transportation options? So there's BuildCraft, Red Power, Thomcraft. I don't know if we could really do this with golems. Maybe? That'd be kind of cool. Applied Energistics, I think, would actually work quite well for this. But what I'm going to do is use factorization. So I really love routers. I kind of just want to use them for everything. We'll do an applied energistics system for something like this at some point. But yeah, I worked out what I would need to do with routers, and I need an obscene amount of dark iron in order to do what I need. I think let's see, I counted 16 routers I need to make this all work. And most of them need machine filter and ejector upgrades, or at least some of them do. But yeah, I have it all planned out in my head. Have these furnace pipes set up already. So basically, the two of these distillation tower blocks here, this one and this one, will be for turning oil into fuel. This one and this one will be for turning biomass into biofuel. That looks like a weirdly large amount of apples. Guess this thing is just running really well. Yeah, I replaced that with the super trees for apples. Fixed this layout a little bit. Oh yeah, I replaced this with the router too. I love those routers. They're great. Much better for a lot of stuff than BuildCraft pipes, especially things like this. Oh, 2 routers. Anyway, yeah, looks like apples are just about stable. Maybe going up just a little bit, so that's good. Anyway, so in order to... Right, so we have 2 separate machine networks here. One for oil and fuel, and one for biomass and biofuel. And all I've really done is put in the furnaces and dig out a few spaces here and think about what kind of machines I need to move this all around. I put in these 2 item IOs here. There's one there and one in the same place here. You just can't see because there's biomass in the way, but it's there. And those are also linked up with furnaces. So we have those all set up. We just need the machinery to actually run them. So I need a lot of dark iron. And I don't really want to just... Oh, yeah, see, you're going to see me going to this corner a lot to go upstairs before I remember it's actually over here. I have not gotten used to that yet. But yeah, so I need a lot of dark iron, and I don't just want to sit here at this Wrathforge and, you know, put in a piece of iron, wait a little bit, click the button, put in another, wait a little bit, click the button, relight this when it goes out, and all that stuff. So I want to improve this system a little bit. I had a thought to do it with ComputerCraft. I think that would work pretty well. And I wanted to verify something first. I want to make sure that you can... So let me show this. If we take flint and steel... So the turtle could, of course, place an iron block, wait a little bit, compare it to iron in its inventory, see if it's changed to another type of block, and then if it has, break it, and continue until it runs out of iron blocks to change. Because, yeah, I just want this for bulk dark iron transmutation. So if we take a turtle, the possibly tricky thing here is going to be relighting the Wrathfire when it goes out, because it only does a finite amount of iron before it extinguishes, and I've already had to... In fact, this is my second Wrath Igniter. I've had to relight it a few times and make another Wrath Igniter already. So I'm going to make sure that a turtle can, in fact, use a Wrath Igniter. Because if you give them flint and steel, they can light a fire with it, but I don't know if the same is true of the Wrath Igniter. So let's find out right now. It is beautiful. Doesn't make the awesome noise, but it is true. That's not going to do anything to my turtle, is it? No, I think it'll just burn there. I don't dare break the turtle because it'd probably fall in the fire and disappear. Oh, on fire. Okay, cool. That turned into smooth stone. I can mine this. Fire go out? Oh, turtle's burning. Or no, it's not. Okay, good. So we can get the turtle back. Great, okay. So the Wrath Igniter is going to work just fine. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to break this. Probably might lose it if it falls in the fire. It didn't. Good. Break this because we don't need it. And turtle goes here. Okay, and I'm going to do some coding. And I'll be back after I've typed up this program. Alright, this should do the job. So, the way this will work is we'll place as many iron blocks in the first slot, +1, as we want to turn into dark iron. So it can only do 63 at a time, but that's fine. I don't think I'm going to need that much dark iron. But I do need a good bit. So, select slot 1, that's where the iron blocks will be. While there's more than one in it, it'll place it downward, and you know this is right above where it needs to be, so that should work. And then it'll make 10 attempts to compare it to iron. If after 10 seconds, which might be a bit long, but I want to err on the side of longer for that, so it doesn't waste this thing's durability, because these are valuable. So right, if not compare down. So, as in, if this block is different from the one below it, then it will break out of this loop and go down here and just dig it. Otherwise, it will sleep for a second and wait and try again. Now, if it goes through all 10 attempts without the block changing to a different type, then it will dig out that iron block, go down, select the Wrath Igniter, place it, as in ignite it in front of itself, because presumably the fire's gone out at that point. Then it'll go back up and select slot 1 again and continue it with what it was doing. So, that should... okay, I can simplify this a little bit. No need to have an extra thingy in there, because it wants to do that no matter what. Oops, digged on. Okay. So I realized I didn't actually want that to be startup, so I just saved it to darkiron.lua. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to take... how many of them? I need a lot. Let's take a stack of 30... let's take 33. So we'll make 32 dark iron blocks. And that's... heck, that's not nearly enough. I'm going to take a full stack. I don't actually have a full stack of iron blocks, but let's get a few more compressing while we do this. So as many iron blocks as I have, I want to turn to dark iron. Let's put them in here and see if it works. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, yep. That's not in, that's equals, I think. Oh, and, okay, that... hang on. Oh, and I forgot another thing. What did I just do? Oh my, I just pasted, I pasted the FFmpeg invocation that I use to transfer my raw videos to my backup drive. So ignore that, a little bit of behind the scenes stuff there. I just remembered that I need to give this guy some fuel because he will be moving around, so that should last way more than forever. That should last forever. Refuel. Okay, yeah, okay, so that will run out way before that runs out. No, sorry, this will run out way before the fuel runs out. Okay, so we're good there. Let's try this. No. Alright, there we go. So there's some dark iron. Let's, just to reset it. So let's try this again. Works great! Ah, it's brilliant! Okay, so this guy is forging dark iron for us. Oh man, that's perfect. I want to see this fire go out, and I want to see him relight it. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm going to watch it for a little bit and see if it happens. I'll be back with you when he either finishes or the fire goes out. Oh, I think the fire's gone out. It's been quite a while since he placed that block, so let's see that he does it. Should be right about now. Yep. Oh, something's wrong. Okay, so my breaking out of the loop thing didn't work like I expected it to. So I was comparing the number of attempts. Oh, right, fire's out, so I can mine that safely. Alright, so let's figure out why that was wrong. Because I should get 2 there, right? Oh, I get nothing. Okay, so Lua doesn't work that way. Normally, in C or something, that's the way I could detect if a loop was not broken out of. But it doesn't work here in Lua, so we learned something. So instead, we will just do this. We'll assume the fire has been extinguished. I noticed that I can definitely bump that down a lot. Or here, let's do this. Let's make it a little more responsive and give him half the time to wait for the fire to have gone out. Okay, so if the block changes, we know the fire is not extinguished. If the fire has been extinguished... I like descriptive variable names, even if they take a little longer to type. Okay, so that should do the job. And yeah, we should be able to see it right here in this first attempt. Because he'll place this, wait 5 seconds, and then he should mine it, go down, place the reignite it, and then go back up and try again. That's more like it. Okay, great, all fixed. So the only manual bit of maintenance we'll have to do is replace the wrath igniter. I guess I could add a check there to make sure that is still there, and if it's not, then just error or something, because otherwise he'll probably just keep trying to do this forever. But yeah, great. We'll have to replace that once in a blue moon, refuel him, because he'll only use 2 moves per time this needs to reignite. Now let's see what happens when he finishes. Good, good. That is perfect. Okay, that did its job exactly as I wanted it to. Awesome. All right, so we have a better automated Wrathforge now. So, with all of this dark iron, I need to make a large amount of routers to get this to work. Should we do it now, or should we save it for next time? I want to do it now because I really want this system up and running. We'll at least get it up and running for biofuel. We might save... Yeah, this next item has to do with... this will get us some oil. I'll explain how in a bit. You can probably already guess by what's in there. But yeah, let me make the routers that I need, and we'll get that all set up. Someday I'm going to need a new chicken farm. Making all these routers is actually depleting my supply of eggs. I mean, I still have 64 stacks of 16 there, but someday that'll probably run out. Maybe we'll reset the map before then. I don't know. I will probably do a map reset when there's a big Feed the Beast update, because it sounded like that's a thing people are going to have to do when we get to Minecraft 1.5 or 1.6 or whatever the heck it ends up even being. But anyway, back to crafting mode. Alright, let us start with 8 routers, 8 machine filters, and 5 ejectors, and see how far that gets us, at least for the biofuel portion of this. It might be enough, might not. So we'll just figure that out. So I'm going to take this liquid transposer because this one's for getting biodiesel out of cells, which turns into biofuel as liquid, and putting it in here. I want to take this liquid duct, but I don't want to waste what's in it. How can I... Come on now, empty. Actually, I'll probably just want to link this up with... yeah, I want to run the liquid duct over here just so I don't have to do a bunch of furnace piping over here to get the... well, actually, I want this thing to auto-output its... yeah, anyway, since we did that, I'll just do that. So, right, over here, let's see what we have here. So, I'd kind of like to dig out a better place for this, but I might be able to make this pretty compact. So, let's see. what are our steps here? Step 1. Insert, step 1, get some empty cells, and insert them into the item IO here to get biomass out. Step 2, extract filled biomass cells from there to and eject them into another router. Let's actually do this as we're saying it, so we don't lose our place. Okay, so number 1, you go somewhere in this network. I'm just going to stick you right here for the moment. Actually, yeah, that's a fine spot. So you're going to insert, right, we need a machine filter on you. You're going to insert empty cells into item IO. Yep, I think that's all. Into anywhere. It's not doing it. It's not doing it. What did I do wrong here? That is that is wired up, isn't it? There's an item IO there. I'm pretty certain. Got furnaces going to it. Let's just double check that. Okay, there's an item IO right here. Oh, wait a minute. You know, I never actually verified that a router can put an item into an item IO. That's worrying. So that might be a bit of a kink in our plans. Let me do a more direct test just to be sure. So, all right, come here, router. I'm going to take you out and put you directly next to the item IO. With nothing else around. Okay, here's your router. Oops. Oops. Okay, so insert into... First we'll try into anywhere. Okay, so that did manage to insert that. But what did it insert into? Okay, here's a machine filter. If I say only insert into item IO... Ah, there's a problem. Shoot. Okay, is any one of these actually going to work? Because I think the machine is actually the overall... What do you call it? The... Dang it. Okay, so that puts a kink in our plans. Yeah, the machine is the overall tank, and that doesn't show up to a router as a machine. So the only way to insert it in there... I guess the other thing would be to... well, hang on. First... Yeah, can't extract from it. We're going to have to do some trickery here with, like... Okay, so more routers. More routers is a solution. So this router right here is going to extract from... I need a special container I can identify for a buffer of... Oh man, I need 2 item IOs here. Right. So basically, I'll have those routers on that network insert into some container they can identify that this one is next to. This one's going to extract from that container and then eject it upward. Hang on. Let's make sure we can eject upward. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to put you into extract mode. Yeah, oh, hang on. Extract from anywhere. Sure. I'm just going to put this chest right here. Can't open it. It's just going to put this chest right... Still won't be able to open it. Dang it. Okay. Well, I can't put this chest somewhere I'm able to open it. So let's extract from a furnace. So here's a furnace. Oh, okay. Cool. So it extracted from there. I actually want you to extract a different kind of thing. And I want you to eject... Where's my ejectors? Ejector here. I want you to eject upward. And are you going to do it? Yes, good. Okay, cool. So I can eject that in there. And then I will have... I'll have this extracting from... Well, now hang on. Why is that not... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's probably because of the ejector upgrade. Okay, I'm going to take this out. Make sure you can extract. Oh, I figured out I was pressing the wrong key to do this. It's it says delete. For some reason I read that as backspace. So if I press the delete key, the forward delete key. Okay, good. Thing goes away, goes in my inventory, and that can extract from there. So it's just because it was ejecting to top, it can't extract from that too. Okay, so I got that figured out. We need another item IO for this. I'm actually out of them. I'm going to have to craft them. Okay, let me get my stuff together with the newly changed plans, and holy crap, that's low. And we will finish this up. All right, I think I got it figured out. This is a tough one, and it's a little bit janky, but this should do the job. So, yeah, so here's what we're going to do. We will use... Wait a second. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So we're using a disk drive. It's relatively cheap, just some stone, some redstone. So this is like a not furnace, but it's a machine we can easily identify, and it'll just take anything. It's happy to... You can stick biomass cells into the disk drive, and it has no problem with them. So that's going to be where we stick our empty cells to get them into the into this what do you call it? This multi-tank to fill them. So you need an ejector, and you need a... Actually, do we even need this here? We might. Okay, well, let's assume we do. We might be able to simplify that without that later. Oh, trying to put that in disk drive. Okay, so only extract from disk drive and eject to top. Okay, so that will get the cells into it. Let's give it one, make sure it does the job. Good, so that's filled now. So to pull it back out, we have a second item IO here. This router will extract from... Well, that already did it. I want to extract from slot 1, and that's important. And I also want to give him an item filter. So I want to only extract biomass cells. Oh, I have to actually give it one. Okay, so hold on to that one. From here. Okay. So if we put this in here, yep, gets extracted into there. Now, you also need an ejector. Oh. Wait. Yeah, okay, cool. So we can eject this downward to another route. Oh, uh-oh. I knew it. Okay. So this is getting a little confused. Let's don't do your thing yet. So that gets ejected downward. Yeah, eject to bottom. Yep. Into this router. This guy. Okay, so you're going to get filled biomass cells, and you're going to insert them into a liquid transposer. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, this is getting crazy. But yeah. Okay. Let's set up our liquid transposer. I need, okay, so the central piece here is the container of empty cells. I'm going to put it, this needs to be a floor. Let's just say the floor level is going to be here, and I'll put the container here. So this is where all empty cells will go. That's a very important location. I'll set up some wiring to get this in here. But liquid transposer is going to go right here. And actually, no, let's not put it there. Let's put it over here just so we can, just so we can immediately get it into the machine network. So liquid transposer is going to go here, facing that way. And he will, right, he's going to put liquid into his tank. I'll have a liquiduct coming out of that and going into the biofuel tank. That's how we'll empty it out. And yeah, power line coming in. And he's also going to place his empty cells, which is red. Let's see, blue can be nothing. It doesn't need to be, yeah. Yeah, okay, so we'll get the liquid out of the bottom. Sure, that's fine. Okay, so liquid will come out of the bottom. Liquid duct will go along there. Redstone energy conduit will come in. Oh, gravel, go away. Will come in from this side. We'll set that up in a bit. Don't need it just yet. And a router is going to insert into slot 0 of that. And now that's important because we have our one router extracting from any machine only biomass cells from slot 1. So the important thing there is that the liquid transposer's slot for these, I already checked this. This is slot 0 for this guy. This is the thing I was wondering about. What is this? It looks like an inventory space, but it doesn't light up when you roll over it. I don't think it is, but This is where the MJ goes. I don't know what this is for. Anyway, yeah, you can't put stuff there. So, right. I got distracted. So, this is slot 0. Biomass cells get inserted into it by this router here. Insert into slot 0. Machine filter to only do liquid transposer. Machine.transposer, that must be it. And yeah, great. So that's going to work fine. Right, this is ejecting to them. So cool. Let's get this all furnace up again, closed up, and we will set up the rest of it. I think it's actually just about done. Pretty close. Do we need one there? We do not. Okay. I took that concrete, so I'll have to replace that later. Okay, great. Now, yeah, so this is the chest that's going to contain the empty cells. I don't think we'll need more than like a stack or 2 at a time. Might need 2. I'll give it a few more. We need a thing. Yeah, I set that up to output them into it. We need a router on that chest. Actually, heck, let's just put the router under it. That looks like a good spot to me. It will... Oh, yeah, okay, sure. So we will... from any... Okay, hang on. I want to set this up before I change it to extract mode. And this one also, I need another router here. Oh boy, so many routers. Okay, I think that's all the routers I need. So, this guy right here needs an ejector. And he needs a machine filter. So you will extract from only a chest. And you're going to eject to whichever side that is. That's yellow. Here, stop what you're doing for a moment, please. Eject to, what is it, east? Oh, it already ejected some back into the chest. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter. All right, and this one... Oh, uh-oh. You're probably doing stuff. Stop doing stuff. Oh, no. Oh, no. Where's that put things? Oh, man. All my furnaces have empty cells in them now. Dang it. Okay, let's... what if I change you to extract mode? Is that just gonna pull them all out? Give me all my cells back. That's the trick with routers. You're doing stuff live, so it ends up... Let's take all of our items out of the system before we set this up the rest of the way. Hopefully we got all of those. A couple of them probably went into the biomass tank and filled up. There should be 2 in... Oh, wait, no. Anyway, so that's that, and we need... You're right, we need one more router here, which will extract... Oh, boy. Wait a minute. Where do the... No, we don't. We're good. This is this all set up? Just about? So we want to insert into... You have no upgrades. You need a machine filter upgrade. Right, yeah, here's the key. This one inserts into disk drive. Where are you at? Okay, disk drive. And I think that might actually be all set up. And, okay, so we only have... We're going to have to change the sides on this. Let's make the liquid come out of the left side. Uh-oh. What have I done? I did something. Somehow that got biomass cells. I don't know how. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Hang on. We need to make this... we need to give this an uncolored side. Nope. We need to give it a blue side? Okay, sure. So there's a blue side. All right, great. So that got all the filled biomass cells that are in the system. And yeah, I think this actually is all going to work. Let's put it in and watch the magic happen. So this should get filled biomass cells in it. Beautiful. And then once they're emptied, they'll go back into that chest, and that can continue. So... Wait a minute. No, this is wrong. What am I doing? You missed a big step here. The distillation tower, dumbass. Okay, so these need to go into the distillation tower, not the liquid transposer. Wow, I was not thinking there. Okay, distillation tower. Let's dig back in here and do this again. So, not transposer. GT distillation tower. Good. Okay, and it's going to go into slot which? Slot 0. Okay. That does not need empty cells for biomass. We'll have to... It'll be more complicated for this one because we have to insert empty cells in it because we get glycerol and whatever that other product is. Okay. Insert into slot 0. Good. So that should be better. And then we just need one more. I'm not going to fill this all in again. Let's just do that. We need one more to extract from the distillation tower. Or would that be this guy? Ooh. No. Don't do that. Right, how are you currently getting... You're not. You're not currently getting anything. Okay. So we need another router to extract from the distillation tower and put its stuff into that liquid transposer. And it can go anywhere in the network. I'll just stick it here. Here. Okay, machine filter. Woohoo! And which slot is that? I believe it comes out into slot... Let's see, 0, 1, 2. Yeah, okay, extract from slot 2. And we actually do need one more to extract the empty cells from that thing and eject them into the chest. So we'll just stick that one, okay, just to make this a little nicer. This here. How am I doing for time? Pretty short on it. Okay, so this is going to have to be the last thing we do. All right, machine filter. Whew. Distillation tower. Extract from distillation tower slot, what was that, 2? Yeah. And extract from distillation tower slot 3. I hope I got these numbers right. And eject to blue, which is, which is north. Okay, now if we give this some power, I think it will do its job. But let's... I have no empty cells left. Okay, well, let's put some biomass cells into the... What is it, the disk drive? Who gets the biomass cells for... yeah, okay, it's you. Good. That's getting biomass. That's getting biomass. As soon as we get 16 in one of these, it should go. There it goes. Beautiful. And when that gets all the way up to the top, the magic should happen, although my liquid transposer needs some power. So let's watch this a little bit. Make sure the biofuel cells, or biodiesel cells, make it into the liquid transposer, and then we will give it some power and a liquiduct and see those go into the tank. Those are getting extracted. These are not. Okay, so that's not slot 3, it's 5. Okay, so change you to slot 5. And there we go. Empty cells go back in, and the cycle continues. Awesome! Awesome! All right, and liquid transposer should have those in it. It does not. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where have my biofuel cells gone? They've gone here. Well, now, what was this supposed to be doing? This extracts from slot 2, and then what? How does it get it into the... Okay. I guess we need one more router. It's going to have to eject to yellow. This will insert into the liquid transposer. I might have a redundant router in here somewhere. I hope I do, because I just used all 8 of those. Holy crap. Slot 0. Yes. And right, you need an ejector. Do you have an ejector? You do not. And there goes my last ejector. Eject to yellow. Uh-oh. Oh man, that's putting stuff all over the place. Oh, okay. So that's... Alright, so at least some of them should have made it in there. Good. Alright, let me get this wired up and make sure it completely works. Okay, liquiduct is in, conduit's going in. So this should power up, transpose, and we should see that going into the biofuel tank. Yep, went down. Beautiful. Okay, that is fully set up for biofuel. Should see this going up pretty rapidly. Yep, there went a bucket of it. Awesome. How is it doing for cells? Are we... Uh-oh. Okay, well that was from my... Right, those were from when I was flipping through the settings and accidentally put some stuff in the wrong place, but... Now that we've cleared those out of the system, should be working better. And, oh, here's some of these. Where do I need to put those to get them to the right place? Guess I can just stick them straight into the distillation towers. Cool. Okay, great. Still need to do something for this one. This is more complicated, but first we need to get some more oil, because, wow, that is low. I wanted to get to this... tried to go to that corner again. Wanted to get to this episode, but we're already at an hour, so I have to wrap this up. But I guess we'll do that next time. We got half of it set up, so cool. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.